Hey y'all, this is Jen with Holy Scrap Designs Texas, and I have another fun layout for you today. Today I'm doing a fair layout, and I talked about possibly doing that in the last video, and I actually did what I thought I might do. So we're from the Dallas area. My kids were raised in the Dallas area, and so we're really close to the State Fair of Texas, and every year the kids even get State Fair of Texas tickets. And they get a day off of school to go to the fair. So it was a yearly thing for us, and we love it. So I have a bunch of fair day, State Fair of Texas photos over the years. So I thought I'd make a layout. So first, I'm going to start very basic. So this black outside 12 by 12, this bluish purple, that's this second sheet, is 11.5 by 11.75, and the background is 11 by 11.5. I like a 1/4 inch around all the sides. And so I'm just gonna put down on the bottom, no fancy borders this time. I just have a simple border, and I just use the simple gray because it kind of, to me, it just symbolized like road, like where you walk at the state fair. It's not a grassy area. It's a road. Oh, I have something glued together. Okay, that wasn't supposed to be glued together, but I think I got it all unstuck. Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh well, I'm not too concerned about that. And this doesn't go all the way to the end, as you can see here. It should, but it doesn't. I cut it short, but I am not gonna let that bother me. Okay, so all of the files that I used today are from Treasure Box Designs. And I will try to give you the name of the, because they're from different files. So I'll try to give you the names as I'm gluing things down. This is going to be so hard to glue down and not make a mess, but I love it. So this roller coaster, the file, I think, okay, this file, I wrote them down in case I forgot because I knew I would. It's from a file called Carnival. And there are other things that I use for this layout besides the roller coaster that are part of that Carnival file. And I will, if I remember, I'll try to point those out. And so I'm just putting this roller coaster at the top of this road. And have my baby wipe and just kind of wipe up some of the glue mess. And I'm not too concerned about getting everything glued because there's going to be things on top of this. This is obviously the background, so this is not going to come up. I'm just going to try to get as much as I can on and try to not be as messy as I was sure I was going to be. Actually, not too messy, not too bad. Okay, so roller coaster from Carnival. Perfect. All right, so now I am going to do this left side first, and I'm gonna be going back and forth. So I'm actually gonna move this so that I can do this to the best of my ability and get everything where I want it to go. So I actually am going to glue this down first. I'm not going to glue this at the top because I'm not sure about the photo mat yet. And yes, this will be in the middle. It's in half. It's cut in half. This is also from the same file Carnival that the roller coaster was in, only it had 4 cars, or whatever you call them, 4. And I just copied and pasted and made more because the State Fair of Texas has a huge roller coaster called the Texas Star. And it's so cool. And that's why so the star in this file for the roller coaster came with the file, and it just happens to be perfect for the Texas Ferris wheel. I am gonna put this right in the center and kind of down some. Like I said, I'm not gluing the top here just yet. I will, but just let me make sure I get this in the center. All right. So I just made my own photo mats. They're just rounded squares. And I just did them off center, off kilter, because to me, this was just a fun layout. So I kind of wanted things to be cattywampus and weird. So this one will go here about, where's my title? So the title, Treasure Box Designs, and it's just called The Fair. And I think this is where I want these. So I am still just gonna glue the 3 sides, because I do have more pictures for this page, because I do take a lot of fair pictures. So there will be, for sure, a photo mat back here. And usually from the fair, I end up with a bunch of funny stories as well. So there may be photos and a little journaling spot. Okay. There may not be one behind here because this title is going to be on top of this a little bit. But I'm okay with that. And I took that in consideration when I was looking at my pictures and deciding how I wanted to put together this layout. Okay, so now I'm going to put the title, The Fair. And of course, everything at the State Fair of Texas costs tickets. So I like that it's got the roller coaster and the tickets. Just making sure I didn't put glue down here, because I want to be able to slide the picture up under it. Okay. We'll just hold that down with that for now. So this sign is also from the Carnival file, which is the Ferris wheel and the roller coaster. So I'm going to put this around here, and then I have these 2 little bumper cars with the kids. My kids love the bumper cars. They loved them when they were little. And this is Treasure Box Designs, and it's called License to Bump. And so you get both, you get the cars and the kids. And I did pop those up on foam, as you saw. And so I'm going to put these around here. I don't mind this coming up or being on top, because I have an idea of the picture I want here. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. This is not popped up on foam. I'm not gluing the top because it does overlap the frame right now. I'll glue it once I get a picture. There. Okay, now for my little License to Bump boy. And as a lot of my layouts, this layout will have 3 kids because while I have 5 now, because I'm part of a blended marriage, I was a single mom to 3 kids for years and years and years and years. And my kids are the ones that lived in Dallas. Now all of us live in the Austin area. But I do still go up for the fair because I love it. Okay, the girl, I can go ahead and glue down her little electricity sparks from the bumper cars or whatever you call them. All right, so those are left up. This is left up. This is not glued down. And the bottom here is not glued down, so I can get a picture there. And there is the left side of my page. Now the right side is a little bit easier as far as placement goes. There's not as much overlap. Okay, so I'm going to glue down this other side of the Ferris wheel. Let me check to make sure I'm even on the screen, guys. All right. All right, so of course I want to get this very centered and very matched up. I need to make sure my pages are matched up so that my Ferris wheel can be matched up. And I think that's right about perfect, except for the glue drips. Okay, so I'm going to start on this side. I have these games. My kids always like to play the games at the fair, of course, because they're fun, even though darn near impossible to win. And so these are from, I wrote all these down, that's why it takes me a second to find where they were. So these 3 were also with the file Carnival. So it's these games, the Ferris wheel, the roller coaster, and the sign. Those are all the ones from Carnival that I'll have on this layout. It may be everything in the file. But I love these. I thought they were so cute. And I popped up the balloons on foam. Oh, I just got glue on myself. So I'm just gonna put this right about here. And then this little ring toss over the milk jug is popped up on foam, and I'm gonna put it right about here, maybe. Oh, I was gonna move that over, but I guess I will not be doing that. Okay, and the little ducks, these little ducks are so cute. Also popped up on foam. All right. All right, I think that looks good. And who goes to the fair and doesn't have all the delicious food? So this food is from Treasure Box Design, and it's in a file called Food Fair Thought. Food Fair Thought. Just the food though. I actually made this food booth, this bottom part. As you can see, I just used the bottom of these little cars or carts on the Ferris wheel. And then I just used rectangles for that. And I don't know where I got this. I'm sure I found something and then cut it to how I wanted it. And then of course the letters are just from Cricut Design Space. So I made this, and the ticket came with one of these files, and I can't remember which one. And like I said, the food is Food Fair Thought, and it's not popped up. But I think the food is so super cute. Put this right up a little bit. All right, right about there. And then, because like I said, 3 kids, here's the last little girl. And she is from, oh goodness. Oh, she's also from the Food Fair Thought. And then I just put a cotton candy and French fries in her hand. So I'm just gonna put her over here. And then last but not least, my little last 2 photo mats are going to go here. So how do I want these? Oh no. Well, I put that higher than I had originally planned. Oh, can I do it? Can I do it without, oh yeah, there we go. Without messing it up completely. Oh wait, this one goes this way anyways. So silly. Get it together, Jennifer. All right. So I'll just do my 3 sides. I think I want that on top. Yes, I do. And then last one. All right, so that is my food fair thought, my fair layout. I did actually bring some pictures. So I know, like I've said in a previous video, people's layouts look so nice because they use pattern paper for these spots, but that's going to get covered with a photo. So I don't do that because I really like a white border on my layouts for my pictures. And so I did bring, you know, a couple pictures just to kind of show you what that would look like. I know I did not glue that down. No, I did not. Okay. It was just the foam was holding it. So just, it would look something like this. There's a women's museum, and so these are my girls, and the quote says, "Each generation supposes that the world was simpler for the one before it," and that's from Eleanor Roosevelt. So see, this covers nothing, and this doesn't really cover the girls. Or I could put it somewhere else. You know, and here my daughter's feeding one of the goats. So that's just, I don't know which pictures I'm putting where yet. Which is why I'm not gluing these down, but I thought I would just kind of show you, you know, what it looks like with pictures, and that white border. And so all this glaring white that you see, it's not going to look like that once you put the pictures down. So, but that's all I've got. Thank you for joining me as always. I really appreciate your support. So I thank you. Bye, guys.